I did it. I was finally able to clear a huge cloud of resistance blocking one of my manifestations, just by simply revising a few unconscious limiting beliefs. I haven't faced much difficulty manifesting things like wealth, a car, getting into my dream school, etc., and even manifesting getting back together with my ex very briefly. But what I always desired was a chance at a new relationship with someone who wasn't my ex. I remember beseeching others for advice, and they would always tell me the same thing. You can only attract love by learning to love yourself, or at least what I commonly saw prescribed in a plethora of New Agey law of attraction online spaces. I was also exposed to a lot of rhetoric implying that love, and having a boyfriend were trivial desires, not enough importance to be prioritized. Now I'm not gonna construct an entire rebuttal against self-love because I do sincerely believe it is generally good for you, but it is only a state of mind, not a hilltop destination. I've also heard plenty of accounts from people claiming they were able to find themselves in healthy loving relationships without having to embark on a self-love journey. I thought I was doing everything right. Scripting, living in the end result, assuming my wish fulfilled, but the more I saw my attempts thwarted, the more frustrated I grew. I couldn't understand why something that should have been relatively easy for me to manifest became so elusive. I've also been told that perhaps I wasn't meeting people enough, and that I needed a safe venue for me to meet people. Except I spent quite a bit of time going to a school in a metropolis, living in a student residence, and even attending the occasional college party. Despite all of that, I still didn't get asked out. I'll admit I did meet some cute guys though. Now I knew for sure there was a real big problem. I've known for a while by doing cursory reading on Neville Goddard teachings, that limiting beliefs can intercept manifestations. But I wasn't sure how to identify which unconscious belief was repelling my desire. Until my friend helped arrange a tarot reading with her intuitive boyfriend, wherein he answered the question that's been haunting my mind for years. By shuffling his deck, and channeling the energy, he revealed that an unexplored trauma was my blockage. An unconscious belief that love was unimportant, or that success should take precedence. This may sound trite, but it was definitely a pieces coming together revelation for me. It very much tracked with past statements I've made in relation to decentering men, and focusing on my career. He even took the time to dive into my family dynamic and how it enforced this belief. I felt like this reading offered me much needed clarity and insight I probably could have benefited from a long time ago. I couldn't be more relieved. It was surprisingly hard for me to admit to myself the importance of partnership as a need. For so long I didn't want to seem like I was codependent or needy, because that was how I used to view my former self who pined over my shitty ex, but I've been learning to extend more compassion. We all deserve to love and to be loved. There is nothing ridiculous about wanting to have someone to come home to, bond with, and get intimate with. Relationships can be very emotionally fulfilling and you learn a lot about yourself.